And welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of Business Party Podcast. Where tonight it's just the boys.
Yeah, buddy. Mama's away.
Jay.
The boys are gonna play.
Yeah. Mama's still on vacation out in Legoland, I believe, which I'm still jealous of that. That's
Yeah.
a place I would actually like to go to.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go in there barefoot though.
Oh no, right? It's a nightmare.
Just a bunch of kids throwing Legos and shit all over the place. It wouldn't be fun.
Like makes every parent grimace, just like oh, because that's the worst. I've stepped on them. They're fucking. That's hell.
Bro, those things are insane. You want to feel pain like never before. What up, Rich? I want to feel pain like never before. Step on a Lego.
Right.
Holy crap. Yeah. Just that little hand like this, and you just like doon doon doon.
Right. Oh, that's definitely somebody's hell. That's like certain people, that's a certain spot in hell for them. Is nothing but Lego stepping. You're never allowed to sit down. You have to walk constantly. And it's nothing but Legos.
Rather walk across hot coals.
Right.
Legos. I think those pierce your body even less. Oh man, it has been a week. It has been a week, man. There's so much happening.
Right, so much. Yeah. I know there has been, and it's like still toward the end. If I'm not taking notes, it's like hard to start remembering exactly what to bring up. But no, there's been a whole hell of a lot. And I wanted to, say if you could find some of those videos about what happened this weekend with that drag stuff, that'd be nice because we could bring up some of that a little bit later. But the first thing I wanted to touch on is the name of the episode, the Wagner 360. Which I want to get. Oh, we got what's up, Mad Villain? Yeah, got you in the comments too. Should have called this episode Wagner Dog. Yeah, exactly, like Wagner Dog. That's what I'm saying. Like the Wagner 360. I want to get your guys' input too. Like, what the fuck was up with that, man? Like it, which was funny. Like whenever they started going against Putin and shit, like people are all like, "Look at these freedom fighters!" Like, dude, these are fucking ex-cons and shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, we live. I swear to God, we live in bizarre. What up, common sense? We live in a bizarro world. Right. This is so bizarre. You have people chanting,
right.
and defending Joe Biden and Hunter Biden for gun crimes. You have a militia group going out there and overturning and going, we're gonna go take Putin out and Russia out, and then less than 24 hours later they're like,
right. See, yeah, exactly. Mercs need money too, and that's why I just found this article, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Putin paid $1 billion to Wagner Group before mutiny. So does that mean it was all just like a wag the dog? Like it was like some sort of a thing to make Putin all of a sudden seem strong because like they were going against him, then he got him turned around, but then I also heard a report today saying that, like I told Davey earlier, the U.S. I guess had knowledge of some sort of a possible mutiny happening like 2 weeks ago or something like that, but now it's just now coming out that they had an idea about that, some intelligence. So, yeah.
I have no idea, man. It's so weird to me. The Mercs showed up a few days. Yeah. I mean, there's so much. Like I thought that maybe we paid them, and they're just like, we're short. No, we're over. And they're like, oops, sorry. And then we paid them to go take Russia out. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, here it comes, World War III. And then because you saw the guy like hugging, they were all put their guns down and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then the next thing you know, Putin comes out, makes a statement, and they just like, well, I'm going to Belarus now.
Right. Oh yeah, and it was weird. I still can't remember Wagner Group's the head leader's name. I can never what the fuck? Yeah, whatever. But heard him saying,
it's not Porzingis, is it something like that?
Something like I can't remember. I'm fucking retarded with that. Him saying that it was like never meant to take over Moscow or take over the military, blah, like that type of shit. Like, then what was the point? That's why it's so confusing. It seems like it's a real, just like a hoax type of thing, like for whatever reason. People said also that possibly it was a possibility that Putin did it. Poroshenko. Okay. That it was possibility that Putin kind of was in on it in ways to see who were defectors, who would go against him, who wouldn't. which I mean, in some ways makes sense, but this is late in the game to do that. I think that's kind of dumb. My take away is the withdrawal of diplomats from DC after the 6.2 billion Wagner payment. Ukraine is about to get turned to ash. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I called this winter is when stuff was going to really go down. At least like somewhere in that area, like leading up to it or something. But I think it's going to be somewhere inside of there. That's when shit's going to start getting kinetic.
I just don't understand one, why the fuck we're there. And I don't care what anybody says. We're there. Just because we don't have troops fighting, it's by proxy. We're there giving them $200 billion, funding all their shit. Every day I look again. Oh, U.S. to give $6 more billion. U.S. And everybody's just fucking okay with this. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, how are people not up in arms? The same people who want medical healthcare for all to pay off student loans are the same people going, yeah, we should give more money to Ukraine. Like, are you guys getting paid from this?
Right. Well, and that's what everyone doesn't seem to fucking understand. Like, if they want to be better off and get rid of a lot of that, like, we all need to start realizing that we need to put the government in its place and stop paying so much fucking taxes, because it's not going to anything good. 32 trillion reasons why it's not going in anything good. We're that much, and it's going to be up to 36 to 38 by 2025. We know that that's going to happen.
Oh, and I heard Russia gave Belarus nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that's right. Special forces are there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just because once again, people, just because the U.S. says something does not make it the fucking law across the entire globe. Just like Putin can say, stick it up your ass and give it to whoever he wants. What are they going to do to him? They can't catch him. They can't charge him with a war crime if they don't catch him. I honestly thought like they were going to do some fucking Saddam Hussein type shit with Putin.
Wagner and shit.
Yeah, like they were going to capture him and torture and shit.
They wouldn't have had enough. Like if they really wanted to, it depended if they had more people on their side outside of the Wagner group, because the Wagner group itself would have got demolished. I mean, they're good, but they're not, I'm going to take on the rest of the Russian army over here. Good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were also, whenever it was happening over the 100 and something fucking miles away, like that was not going to happen the way that people were thinking.
Yeah. They were pretty far and off they were like off to the east a lot. Cause I was checking the, snap map because, usually when big shit like this happens, I check the snap map and see what happens. And it was like really nothing. I felt real bad though, because I saw like these little because when you go to the thing and you hit the hot spots, it's a bunch of different videos. I saw these little girls just having fun and dancing and stuff like that, and I'm like,
and explosions going off next.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, the next thing they know, like these are the videos you see right before you see a giant explosion, and this is I'm like, oh my god, these poor girls have no.
Let me hurry up and skip this before I get more desensitized and dead inside by witnessing this.
It's just like one of those movies where you just see the kid like in Terminator, where you see all the kids playing in the park, and then all of a sudden the next thing you know, you see this explosion, and then all the kids are singed.
Right. And I'm like, dude, that's how Twitter's been lately. Like I open that shit up and it's like a straight fucking like what the fuck bomb, like straight violence, like crazy shit. What up, Necromantic? Yeah, lately it's been a fucking bomb there. Like, don't open Twitter at work sometimes. I'll tell you that.
You see old man's balls.
Oh, you'll see some weird ass shit on there.
I mean, it's sad, bro. It's getting so sad. You're right. We're getting desensitized. Well,
but that's been happening for a while. But the main point is we still need to we need to understand what the fuck is going on over there, because it's so convoluted and it's been taking so long that like everyone keeps saying that Putin is weak, but is he really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Oh. You want some help with the parade story? Let me know if I got some ish to show you.
I don't know if I want to see any more ish.
Yeah. We're going to get kicked out. Don't get me wrong, the humanitarian side of me doesn't want to see that happen. Uncle Ken is still in Kiev. I was wondering about him. That's a guy that yeah, we were following on TikTok. Uh and then he ended up going over there to help Ukraine, and I haven't heard shit from him since. Like a little bit over there. It's a few videos, but not much after that. So yeah.
I don't know, once again, man, we shouldn't be there.
Mm-mm.
I got the stuff blurred. I got some video, Rich, but thank you. We'll let you know. But it's just there's so much shit. Like they were coming from the one side. I don't know, man. It's so weird because there's video of them literally like hugging each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where is it? See if I can find it. Oh, I can't. I don't see it. There was a plane shot down though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like a plane shot down. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the bridges.
I didn't hear about that.
Boop doop. Is one of the bridges getting burned up. That was.
Oh, I think I did hear about this.
That was the place right before, like Propovov or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right before they turned around, you know, they're like, oh, they're in, and I'm like, so I go there and there's nothing there, but I don't. This is just, yeah, Yevgeny Progzin. But yeah, he was sitting there in one of the Russian like bases or something like that, just smiling, having a good time. And the next thing you know, they're like, all right, pack it up. Let's go, boys. We're going to Belarus. But I hear also that he's the one who's going to Belarus and the rest of the troops are being dissolved into the Russian military. And it's like,
yeah, that's what I heard, that supposedly he's going to be in Belarus being fine. But you think he's really going to be fine if like that shit? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they found his family. I mean, Putin is KGB.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, so he's like, listen, here's your kids, here's your grandkids, here's your wife.
Yeah, by the time you get here, they're all going to be 6 feet deep in a cemetery. Yeah. So are you really sure you want to do this?
and I'm going to send you the videos of how we did it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, okay, guys, back it up. Let's go.
Turn around.
It's like the Austin Powers thing with it. He's trying to back up and like, we're trying to get out of here. It's not working.
Right.
You know, but it's just so weird. I don't know. I think this makes Russia look fucking badass. Sorry to say. It does.
I think it makes them look confused to me, to be honest. I mean, because the war has been going on for how long? Over a year now. They haven't really maintained anything certain to a like real fucking degree there. Then this happens, like you guys are looking weird over there. Like it's not making sense to me.
Do you think maybe it's not Russia doing this? Do you think maybe it's Ukraine doing this? Maybe Ukraine is just pushing into some territory and Russia's fighting back. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, dude. The whole thing is weird. Makes no sense.
I don't. It wouldn't be like that just because Putin wouldn't be saying otherwise. You know, like he's not gonna lie about it.
I don't know, man. Like, why are we slow rolling this?
That's what I'm saying. It's a really slow fucking burn. It doesn't make sense to me because, for one, we do know what Russia is good at, and that's murking people. So why is Zelensky still alive right now?
Yeah.
That's my number one question, you know?
Motherfucker's doing press tours.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. Like, it's not like he's in hiding.
He could have been taken out. Like, if they really wanted to fucking do something there, and I mean, I understand, like, what what Russia might be trying to keep perception of is their special military denazification operation, what they were talking about from the beginning. That's, like, what they're trying to say, but you guys are fucking sucking ass at it. I'll tell you that. It's taking for goddamn ever if that's what's at. Like, come on, man.
Here's what I think. I think they're just playing around and all the money that we're giving them, Putin, Xi, and Zelensky are just splitting it, just going,
Right.
watch. Let's see how much we can get from them.
Yeah.
Let's see how much.
Hey,
Let's just
Zelensky, ask for another 100 million. Let's see. Come on.
come on. You
No,
got
like,
it.
yeah.
Come on, do it. Tell, okay, Joe, we need another 100 million. Okay, you get 100 million. I told you he was gonna do it. I told you.
Tell him we need 15 F-16s next. Hold on, wait, what? Oh, what the fuck? Gothics is talking religion with Bryson Gray, Nick Fuentes. Whoa, really? And Elijah Schaefer? Yeah, good luck with listening to that.
It's gonna be like a TikTok live.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, man. I've been going more and more into those, and I've been actually talking to people. People are just fun and stupid.
Yeah.
People are just fun and they get all mad.
I get
so mad. I love it.
I can't do it. It would make me want to fucking start throwing stuff after a little bit. Like, you fucking idiots.
So last night I was talking, and this guy's like, you're either a liar or you haven't read anything. And I'm like, dude, I read it. No, you haven't. You're a liar. And I'm like, no, I read the indictment. It doesn't really say anything about, an espionage act or anything like that. It doesn't say he had classified documents. It said that they're not going for that. And there's only two things you can really get him on. And it's having nuclear secrets or telling where our troops are.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't declassify anything he wants. And it's like, yeah, he's the executive of the military.
Yes, yeah.
And he's like, no, you're just stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a dummy on the internet, and you're arguing with me getting angry, you moron. Who's the stupid one? Right. And he's like, you're just fucking disingenuous. And I go, yeah, you're right. I am. So what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, you're just a whiny cunt. So,
yeah, that's all.
And yet here we are.
It's just so funny, man. People are everybody's so up in arms about such like nonsense. The stuff you're arguing, people are arguing about is fucking nonsense. You're defending Hunter Biden.
Right. Well, that. But what I think is funny, anytime that I still see capitalism and socialism arguments and whatever else. And here's the thing, people need to realize, it doesn't matter what fucking ism you want anymore. Do you not see what the fuck is happening? Anybody. Like, it doesn't matter if you want voluntarism, anarchism, socialism, communism, the best capitalism. It doesn't fucking matter. Unless we all stand up and do something fucking about it. The military ain't doing shit about it. So that it just doesn't matter. Like, that's the most meaningless argument we could fucking have on the planet right now, is what ism is the best. Just prepare for what's coming, and and be prepared to fight eventually, because it's coming around the road.
And I'll say it again. You wear the hammer and sickle, and yet then you have a Ukraine flag in your bio. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're a fucking moron. Because do you know where the hammer and sickle is from? You fucking buffoon.
Right.
People are just
well, that was like the people that were with the pride flags with Che Guevara on
Che Guevara.
Yeah, that motherfucker was well renowned for hanging gay people and just straight up killing them. So yeah, do some homework.
No, but there is no homework. They sit there, and that was another thing we were talking about, the indictment and that new bombshell recording of Trump admitting that he didn't declassify things, and he's like, no, he said special classification or whatever, secret classification, whatever. And I go, did you read what it said? I was like, that's not what it says. Right. No, like, you're lying. I have the thing right in front of me. It says all he said was secret. I mean, he did say, I could have declassified things, but he said what he said. Was it a stupid statement? Yeah, because he's stupid.
Right. See, and that's what I tell a lot of people too. When it comes to like Trump is racist, it's like, no, he wasn't. Here's the thing: he said shit in a dumb fucking manner.
Yeah.
That's how he did. Like, he shouldn't not have said good people on both sides when it came to that thing. It was just the dumbest statement he could have fucking said, no matter if it was harmless or which it was, but if it was or wasn't, no matter what, it was the stupidest fucking thing he could have said. Like, he words things fucking dumbly, and then people don't get his fucking sense of humor and blah blah. So that's like with him, it's like, man, come on.
Like, did you see the statement where Biden said he sold secrets?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's saying, well, the context is he was only kidding. How come he can kid?
I don't. Yeah.
Why can he kid about selling secrets, but Trump can't joke about, somebody with a disability, like,
right? Or no, the bleach
but yeah,
vein thing, where like, because it kills COVID. He's like, oh, can we get that in your veins? And he's like talking about the UV light, really.
yeah.
But there is something about UV light to where you can actually do something in said manner. But then they gave him shit for like, you want to inject bleach or something. Like, I was like,
let me see if I have the picture, because I took this picture just for this, for us to show on here, because remember when they said that he was stupid because he said the UV light thing?
yeah,
Like, oh, it's got
yeah,
UV
that's
light.
what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, what are people selling that you put your phones in? Oh yeah, a UV ray,
Oh
stupid
yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if I can find it, but now they're selling things that
Well,
allow
but I
you
mean,
to use UV rays to clean yourself.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, because that shit actually kills most germs, and it's like the most well, efficient disinfectant because it doesn't have any fucking chemicals.
Yeah.
But
I just
yeah, I don't know. That whole like, as we know, that whole thing is just to constantly make him look fucking stupid. But now he's making himself look stupid though too,
yeah.
as we have gone over also.
Yeah, it's he's a buffoon.
Yeah, he is.
He's a buffoon, and he says he doesn't. Then again, once again, just like you want to say with Biden, he's a fucking old man too.
Mm-hmm. He's an
He's
old
an
fucking that has no idea where he's at. Fucking windbag. He has no fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah. So they're both old men, and
Pull up
once
that.
again, you're
Can you pull up that video of him saying that?
yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, because there was a video, and it's like, yeah, seems fairly joking, but it's funny every time some shit starts happening, and then he just like lets little stupid things blurt out. Like, he's done stuff like this before too. Okay, is this
Portable Germinade UV sterilizer
gotcha?
wand.
Mm-hmm.
He said it. The news went crazy.
I would have
Yeah,
rather
UV.
I would rather have walked around with one of these like Men in Black in front of my face instead of a mask the whole time, just been like UV ray and everything. But
Look, they got a bear. You could UV ray your shoes.
yeah,
Like UV light kills germs and bacteria, but they laughed at him when he said it.
mm-hmm. Of course.
I'm just, and once again, you
That's our media.
you can't tell me that they're fucking disingenuous. They're not disingenuous. You cannot tell me the media
Right.
is not
Oh,
disingenuous.
the most disingenuous ever is KJP, fucking Korean Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh my
She has
god.
no idea what the fuck she's talking about at all. Like, dude, her last shit too. When you think about like when she starts saying that she's just gonna say shit that has not been done and will never be done. Because she was talking about all the jobs that will be created and all the shit that Biden is doing. It's like, oh my god, you're so stupid.
And once again, they keep talking about how Biden has created 13. Look at what the end of the last presidency is compared to now. We were in a fucking lockdown, and once
Right.
again, stop blaming Trump for it. It was the
Mhm.
governors of your fucking states that did that. He said lockdown for the first couple of weeks, and then he was like, "Well, you guys got to do what you got to do."
Right.
So, like, it's not his fault. It's your fucking governors.
Right. Well, and it's definitely, I mean, and for anyone else that listens, whatever else, obviously they probably have known that, but it's all came out that those lockdowns were fucking horseshit and based on lies. It did
Yeah.
no good. So that was bullshit.
Trying to see if I can find that where he says it. I like too many
Yeah.
things.
Oh, well,
But
just, yeah. Well, let's say, yeah, I tend to just type it directly in on.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay.
Come on, you pause, you son of a biscuit.
We need a Bob like on Drinking Bros or a Jamie like on. Eventually, people start paying us, so we'll be able to fucking
yeah, so we can pay people. Please,
so we can get a studio
donate.
and start paying people.
Anyway, I started off without you, and I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared. I was just thinking.
Look, and this dude laughs too. It's like he's not laughing because he thinks it's funny. He's like, "Did this motherfucker just say this?"
Which one? This dude right
that
here?
Guy, play it again.
Watch him. I watched him before. I was just gonna say that before you said that.
He ain't laughing because he thinks it's funny.
I started off without you, and I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared. I was just thinking.
It's like.
Yeah, the way he looks, he's like, did this
motherfucker just say what I think he said? Did he say he sold shit? What the fuck?
Did this son of a bitch just sell us out?
You motherfucker, did you just, you
hilarious.
cocker son of a dick?
Yeah, dude, because that look on his face does not say, man, that shit's funny. That says, what the fuck are you doing?
Is that fucking douchebag Cook? That is Tim Cook right there. What the fuck is he doing there?
Yeah, why
the fuck is he doing there?
He has no business in government. Hey, hold on. This right here, this is fascism.
Yep.
Corporations along with government is fascism. Welcome to fascism, America. Yay.
Yep. There's the Google.
Yeah. This is fascism. This is actual fascism.
Yeah, look at that.
Like any kind of deal that they're making right now is not going to be good for anybody.
No. I don't know who the rest of these people are, but yeah, that's the guy from Google. That's fucking Tim Cook.
Apple.
I think that's another guy from Google.
I'm about to be switching back to Android. Fuck you, Apple.
I wish I could. I don't like fucking. Look at this curly-headed fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah. Holy shit! I didn't even realize that till just now. When I said it, Operation Warp Speed is his baby. It's his fault. I'll fight. Yeah. No, I agree.
Absolutely is.
I agree. It is his fault. He definitely.
The motherfucker no. Man, that's why I wish we could have people like that. Like Trump would never come on here, but people like that to where we can be like, why didn't you fucking say no? Like people want answers, and these fucking cocksuckers that we pay are never going to give us these fucking answers, especially people like Trump. He still keeps it. Some people say so many fucking lies. Shut the fuck up, you fucking bottom lip talking motherfucker. I just want to punch you right in your mouth because you're not owning up to some mistakes at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I am. Vague 2024. I'll keep saying it.
Yeah, I know.
That's
who I'm voting for. Yeah.
The look on the tan vest guy's face is priceless.
Same face. I heard that because they're like, what the fuck?
But it's. I mean, once again, like. You've got this old fuck, and people are just defending. Like, I defend Trump. This is why I defend Trump, is because if they're doing this shit to him, they can do it to any fucking body.
Yeah,
and the shit that they're doing to him, they're doing the magic trick. They're showing you one hand, and they're doing this shit behind your back. The fucking submarine, they knew about it the Sunday before, but what did they do? Yeah. They slow rolled it out. You know what happened between then? The USDA approved cultivated meat. Hunter Biden secretly fucking skirts away with a fucking misdemeanor for tax evasion and a gun charge. You know, once again, proving I guess gun laws don't work because he lied on his application because it asked if you're a habitual drug user, and he just with a minimum of 10 years, not a fucking thing. So, you know, all that shit happened while we were worried about a fucking. Meanwhile, the memes were fucking hilarious. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that the Navy knew that Sunday that they heard the crash, you know, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's nothing new. It's just on a 24-hour loop. The more they say, the more people believe in it. Yeah. I mean, that should piss off everybody on either side, no matter what. The fact that Hunter Biden is not going to be doing any jail time. That's a big old fuck you. We're elite. Doesn't matter. You know.
To everybody.
Mm-hmm. But I'll come up with something.
That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I said, I think I said at the beginning, or did I say it beforehand? I've never seen so many black people come to the defense of two old white men so much in my entire life as I have with people making excuses for Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and why Hunter Biden got away with gun charges.
Oh, I know, dude. And now they were trying to say that message, that WhatsApp message where he Zan or whatever, that the Chinese official where he was like, all right, I'm sitting next to my dad.
Yeah.
And we want to know why the obligation was not fulfilled, blah, blah, blah. I will make sure that you see the wrath of my not being able to let go of grudges or whatever. Then was it 10 days later, $5 million was wired to him. What the fuck? Like how? Oh man, what the fuck? That's ridiculous.
Here it is. CNN even reported on it. I'm sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now meaning tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me, remember that, and every person he knows, and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for a call with my father.
Yep. And I heard from some people there's cooperation for the most part from the timeline of when that was sent, and also pictures on his laptop of him with his father at his house or something like that at the same time.
Yeah.
In that timeline. So, yeah, which this isn't a bad idea. Gun charges are a blessing in disguise simply because hopefully this gets the ball rolling on non-violent felons getting their rights back, which I would like to see that, but it's going to be hard pressed to get somebody to argue it. But I agree. They should be able to. Absolutely.
I mean, listen, you do the crime, you do the time, you paid your debt. You know, you should legally be able to own a firearm again because you paid your debt. You know, that's like getting a DUI and paying all that money and then never being able to get your license again.
Right. Exactly.
You know, it's like, listen, I paid all this money. What the fuck? You know, I don't see it setting any precedent. Like, not for nothing, everybody's arguing about the whole indictment thing, and like the precedent is Hillary Clinton was allowed to do it, and she wasn't the president. She smashed computers. She smashed phones. She bleached bit files. Like, she was allowed to do it. And then James Comey came out and said no prosecutor would ever prosecute this. And now they're going after Trump for this? What James Comey said they would never do? I mean, you set the precedence right there.
Right.
And that's all that they're going to do. And it's just, and Trump's lawyer is just going to come out and say, listen, my client speaks like an idiot. I mean, Hunter Biden's lawyer came out and said we shouldn't believe him because he was on crack at the time.
Right. I know. Yeah. That's one thing that they're blaming shit on. Like, no, that's what my point that I was getting to. My bad. That text and whatever else was, now they're trying to be like, well, he was on crack. So, I mean, we don't know where his mind was. And it's like, oh my God, you guys are making every excuse fucking possible.
You're just making it worse.
Yeah,
Shut
you're
up.
just making it worse. Like, goddamn.
Like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. But I mean, once again,
like that Encino Man, like shush.
These fucking idiots. I'm cursing up a storm today, I know. But because this is making me fucking heated because they're just so fucking
House Ways and
stupid.
Means Committee yesterday released documents, their authenticity nowhere.
Oh yeah, this asshole.
That included a July 2017 WhatsApp message sent by Hunter Biden to Henry Zhao, a Chinese Communist Party official, which
I like the way this guy
in
reads
its entirety, and I quote, "I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows, and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my
ability to forever hold a grudge."
So just a couple of questions about this. First, does this not undermine the president's claim during the 2020 campaign and the reaffirmations of that claim by his two press secretaries since then, that he never once discussed his son's overseas business dealings with him?
No, and I'm not going to comment further on this.
I'm
not, James, let me save you some, let me save you some breath. If you're going to ask about this, I am not.
How is it legal for representatives of our government that we pay just to be like, we're not going to answer questions?
She does it, and she does it all the time.
Yeah,
I'll pull up another clip because I want to show that one too.
Yeah,
she gets in a fucking debate with that South African guy,
right?
And they cut it out on YouTube. They cut out the segment.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Hold on.
Address. I know you do more than I'd like you to have. I am not going to address this issue from this podium. I'm just not going to do it.
All right.
I'm not going to do it.
Where was the president on the date? Thank you.
So then he bitches out.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. And he just walks out.
Yep.
And then she comes to the podium. Let me see if I can.
Fucking Blinky.
Yeah. And she comes to the podium and she starts with her shit.
It's hilarious when you really rattle her with a question and fucking eyes. Like,
and she does it like, oh, you saw what Ice Cube said too? Mm-hmm. Ice Cube was on a tear too. Oh yeah, that's right. I tagged you in it. Shit. But yeah, she keeps touting in the same breath that this is the most transparent presidency in the history, and then we'll follow it with, I'm not going to speak to that.
Right.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that
makes so much sense.
And people just go, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay. No, fucking tell me what like, I really don't understand. And I'm starting to hate, well, we can't answer that, or we can't tell you, or it's a matter of national security.
Yeah. I'm tired of that shit.
Fuck you. We pay.
Yeah.
We're the ones who are paying.
And we're not children. Quit treating us like we are. We deserve to know all that shit. And like, there's a lot of things that we should be able to know, and it shouldn't be that hard to keep it out of the hands of fucking, our enemies. We're just fucking retards with the way that we do shit.
Here it is. All right, found it. And I think I'm hoping it's this one, because you watch her eyes when one of the reporters says something. Her eyes literally roll in the back of her head.
We wouldn't answer James's question, though. Are you going to answer the question? I mean, not a reasonable question to ask when the President of the United States is involved, as this message seems to suggest, in some sort of coercive conversation for business dealings by a son. Is that something, if he wasn't, then maybe you should tell us?
So here's the thing, I appreciate the question. I believe my colleague at the White House Counsel has answered this question already, has dealt with this, has made it very clear. I just don't have anything to share outside of what my colleagues have shared. And so I would refer you to him and the DOJ. Just not going to comment from here. I will.
How do you refer to him when he was just fucking there saying that he's not going to say anything?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I refer you to him. He just fucking left.
Yeah.
He said, "Go fuck yourself," and walked out.
What I can tell you is I know that my colleague has dealt with this. He addressed this at the
No, he didn't.
I don't have anything else to share.
I
just answered the question. I just answered the question.
Yes or no, was the president involved in the
I just
shakedown?
Stephen, I just answered the question. I just said.
No, you didn't.
It's not up to you how I answer the question. I just answered the question.
Actually, it's up to all of
My
us, bitch,
colleagues
because
at the
we
White
pay
House
your
Counsel
salary.
Has dealt with this, and I would refer you to them. Go ahead.
Can you just remind us what your colleague said from the White House Counsel so we have it?
I would refer you to them, and they will share their statement with all of you.
Your statements from that podium, you stated that the president stands by his comment from the 2020 campaign that he never once discussed his son's overseas business dealings with his son. And you stood at that podium and you reaffirmed that. Do you stand by your reaffirmation?
What I will say is nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, and I will leave it there. Anything else?
So you're
I will
liars.
refer you to the White House Counsel.
This is not a change.
I just answered the question. You just asked me, does my statement change? I just told you nothing has changed. That's answering the question. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
The president was there 2 days
Go ahead,
prior.
Stephen. I'm calling on your colleague right now. Go ahead.
Thank you. To follow up on my colleague, is there anything that you can say with regard to this text message and what the president's son was alleging? Was the president there or not?
I would refer you to my colleagues at the White House Counsel. They have addressed this, and I refer you to them.
Fuck you. God.
Yeah, most transparent White House ever, right?
Yeah.
Fucking douchebags. They just I don't get how they're allowed to do that.
I know.
I don't
It's
get
fucking
it.
horseshit.
How are they just allowed to not answer? I mean, when Trump, Kayleigh McEnany, she was
Kayleigh Macaroni.
fire. Kayleigh Macaroni was on fire all the time, firing back to questions and answers. This one, they just go, well, I have no answer for that, but I refer to you to this and I refer you to that. And it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
and once again,
I'll give her a lot of credit. She did do very well because even if she didn't have an answer, she would at least try to do something or give the best response possible. But yeah, she actually came with answers a lot.
Yeah. And this is why, once again,
plea deal.
This is why people hate politicians. Okay. This is why. I mean,
she just looks like somebody I would not like at all. But look at that face right there. Just says she's like the girlfriend, your girlfriend that you just want to hate fuck her mom so badly. Whoa.
Like so that way you know that's been done and like you don't understand what I did to your mother.
Yeah, right.
That's what she looks like.
I brought up the state dinner. Do you think it was appropriate for Hunter Biden to be at the same event as the Attorney General Merrick Garland was in the same week he accepted a plea deal?
Yeah, she does.
I think as the president explains, that's his son. That's a separate thing. And I would like to say about that decision was made.
Did she have a stroke?
I know, right?
What the fuck is wrong with her face? I just realized that. The president said he loves you.
I know. Why does she do this? That thing. Yeah, that she looks like she smelled her own rank fart. She did have like that real flared nostril fucking look to her. Yeah. KJP just jealous Trump don't want to grab her pussy. Oh shit.
Probably a stank of pussy.
Made by an independent prosecutor who is a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney who had 10 years of experience, well-respected. Philadelphia Inquirer reported that he was a registered Republican. He looked at the facts and evidence and made that decision. And by the way, if that's what the Republicans want to run on.
Why is her eyebrows? This bitch has got Botox. Her eyebrows don't fucking move.
Yeah, they're pretty unlevel. Too.
And her one eye, she's got the Nancy Pelosi going on in that fucking eye too.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
In the coming election, good luck, because the president is going to be able to run on the strength of his work in bringing 13 million jobs back to America, in resurging manufacturing in our country, and in moving forward.
You understand the perception issue of something like that, though?
I do.
And do you wish that perception were different?
Here's the perception issue. It's not real. He fucking sucks. Everything's been terrible. There's nothing good that he's gonna run.
Well, what they're talking about is the same night that Hunter Biden accepted that plea deal. Oh yeah, that's right. Merrick Garland and Hunter Biden and Joe Biden were all at a dinner together.
Right. Oh yeah.
And according to the cackling fucks at The View, it's not like, Hunter Biden was sitting on Merrick Garland's lap.
Who gives a fuck? He's still.
If it was the other way around, if fucking Eric Trump was in the same state as the Attorney General, they would have been like, it's collusion.
Yeah.
It's collusion. They're in the same state. Like, are you fucking out of your mind?
Oh, and they're talking about trying to impeach Merrick Garland. We'll get back to that possibly later, but they're talking about trying to impeach Merrick Garland about knowingly trying
holding
to
up.
Hold up all this shit about these charges and all that. Yeah.
You always wish there were different perceptions, but that's not reality. Reality is whether or not someone is going to be able to get their insulin, and the president has made changes. Reality is whether someone has a job. Reality is when they can go visit their grandma again in an assisted living. Those are people's realities, not who is sitting where at a state dinner.
This lady pisses me off.
Yeah. Everybody's worried about their insulin, and we're worried about fucking our president of the United States selling out to another fucking country and giving $200 billion, and we got nothing for it.
Yeah, guess what, bitch? We would have been just fine if Biden didn't get in. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It would have been better under Trump. It would have been. It just, no matter what, it would have been. And there's shit that I really disagreed with him on. We've already stated that plenty of times on there. He was still a fucking cunt. But it would have been better. Yes, impeached the president and the DOJ, and they left until the end of August. Dude, I wish they would. I wish they would impeach Biden too. Like, I don't give a shit. Put Kamala in there. Let's see what happens. I want to see her go against some foreign adversaries.
Where'd it go?
Merrick Garland should be impeached absolutely if he did knowingly block that, because he's the one who. They tried to open twice a case on Hunter, and he told them no. They were trying to open the investigations, and he was forgot who it was, but the person was just denied. So
and they're gonna love it. Everybody's gonna go better. Now, secondly, I'm gonna tell you the banger of the summer, okay? That you need to play for your people. And
why do they look like twins?
Yeah, I know, right?
Why are they wearing the same fucking outfit?
We just both happen to be wearing gray.
We both like the same kind of fucking privates. You like vagina, I like dick. Right? Yeah, let's scissor sisters.
Scissor me timbers.
I like it.
Yes, this is the song of the summer, okay? So you need to tell the DJ to have that going, okay? All right. Now,
this is what we're reduced to. They didn't like mean tweets, so this is what we get. Remember when we didn't know what the vice president was doing?
Ukraine is a country in Europe. And basically, that fucking shit when she was explaining the war like a fucking 7-year-old, like, oh my God.
Russia is on a continent, and a continent.
Yeah, they borrow their outfits from Montel. Right.
It's just, dude, it's just.
I know I am too. Yeah, I'm worried about half the people in our government stroking out and half their brains not working, like Feinstein, Fetterman, Biden. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know Feinstein looked like the fucking crypt keeper, and Fetterman just cannot. He can't talk. He just can't put shit together. 95. 95.
95. The luncheonette 95 luncheonette.
Oh, that was wicked harsh. He could not say infrastructure to save his life on that one part. In the infrastructure plan. Oh my God. And it sucks because we know that there's something that was wrong with him and he shouldn't have ran in the first place. And I'm sorry, but now we're just going to make fun of him because it is what it is. You guys put him out there.
Because you can now.
His wife's a piece of shit for letting him run. The man was not well. He just was not well. He should have stayed home.
What do you expect from a woman whose husband goes into the hospital and she flees to Canada?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Hell of a wife.
It's like, oh man, people are just so I don't know. I've lost words for what we're going through now. I don't know. You got anything more on this? Because I mean, no. I just, what the fuck is this? I'm not even putting that on the screen. I'm scared. But yeah, so we have this. Mama J still out on vacation. Yeah, she's still out there. She's having fun in the land of the Legos. But yeah, so if nobody's heard, oh, nah, what the fuck? So it's the end of Pride Month, and I guess Canada had their Pride event. And this is what was at their Pride event.
Brought to you by Bud Light. Taste the rain.
That company that is losing billions of dollars right now. Billions. They're sponsoring this. There they go. They're losing billions of dollars. I think they said that they're down 24% in the last quarter. They're down 24%. Budweiser itself is down 13%, and Michelob's down 12%. So they've lost all this money, but they continue to keep doing this nonsense. They continue to sponsor these things. It's enraging. It is just enraging for just, you know, and I don't care. I mean, I know Coors Light, Jack Daniels, all of them have been doing stuff like this for a long time. But now you're doing it in front of children. There were children there. There were kids there looking at old man's balls. You know, I don't get where it's okay. I mean, look, it was in Canada, but there was in the United States, there was a bunch of them also. There was old men in underwear twerking in front of children.
There we go.
You back?
Yeah, my web browser was like, time to freeze. Froze. I was clicking like a motherfucker. Nothing was happening.
But yeah, it was brought to you. They did that, and it was brought to you by Budweiser. Bud Light. And I was saying, I think in the last quarter, they've lost 23%.
Mm-hmm.
Budweiser itself has lost 13%, and Michelob Ultra has lost 12%.
Dude, and
which good.
Yeah, good. And it's crazy that just everybody, still don't get the leaning into it. Like they're not, I mean, obviously people are seeing it, and like we can keep saying it till we're blue in the face. This is for that ESG shit. Who's going to capitulate and who's going to not? Which, I mean, in the long run is exactly what it's for. But also, guess what? That Larry Fink for BlackRock, I heard he was now saying that he's going to stop calling it that. Because
BlackRock?
Yeah. He's going to stop calling it ESG. And don't wait, diversity, equity, inclusion will be called something else too eventually. Because they're going to have to rebrand this stuff because we're talking so much shit about it. We don't fucking want it. We don't want a social credit score. At least the sane motherfuckers, unless you're like super govern me harder daddy fucking bullshit. But
did he take it down? But yeah, so you have these fucking turd nuggets sitting there and trying to talk about, you know, Brian Krasenstein. Seeing a man naked on a bike isn't going to have much of an impact on any kid. They have likely seen their father or brother naked before.
Oh my God.
Sharing an uncensored video of a naked man on a bike to an audience of possibly 30 million kids on Twitter is arguably worse than riding a bike naked in front of a kid or two in a planned event that kids' parents took them to. There are much, much worse things the average kid will see or hear online and offline in a typical week. So, not only did he try to go after Lives of TikTok, Brian Krasenstein defends adult men riding bikes naked and flashing their dicks to kids. Yikes.
Right? He's gonna double down and be like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. And for a little more commentary about what I meant in my first point, I saw a man streak at the Philly games when I was 9 that I attended. With my dad. I thought it was funny and had a hilarious story to tell my friends. It had no impact on me. You saw a streaker, a naked man. They weren't pushing. The naked man wasn't pushing for you to suck his dick.
Yeah, and he also isn't being like, hey, this is awesome. Do you want to talk about this stuff to little kids? And, doing... No, it was some fucking crazy drunk fucking baseball fan that was acting like an asshole, and it's funny. That actually is. I'm sorry, it is a little bit of a different level. Do I still think it's okay for kid to see a dude's junk, whatever? No. I think it actually is kind of gross still in ways, but it's still funny. It's a different thing.
And it lasts for how long? Maybe a couple seconds, and the parents can close the kids' eyes. This is a giant fucking parade.
Right. Well, and here's the other difference. That happened at a baseball game that you took your kids to. You took your kids to an overtly sexual fucking event, knowing that that was going to happen. That's the other fucking difference. Which, yeah, that makes
Don't forget this
fucked up.
Comes a day or two after a trans state rep was arrested for child porn, and it's not the first time they've had her to resign. And a dead trans found with kids stuffed in a closet with drugs. Yes, and adult toys with a man in a wig saying it was the father.
Yeah, but nothing's happening with any of that stuff, right? No.
And they want to keep going with the church. Oh, well, the church. What?
Yeah, we know. We talk shit about that a lot too. But guess what? Guess what keeps popping up in the news and stuff like that about whenever it's happening is like this. People in that fucking community. It just seems to be happening. I don't know what to fucking tell you, but it's fucking happening.
So this fucking nincompoop decided. Let me see. How many followers does he have? He has 751,000 subscribers or followers. Let me look. Oh, Libs of TikTok has 2.3 million. So he wants to debate Libs of TikTok about this. For what? For what reason? She reported on a story. And now he wants to get his name out there with her on a debate? No. What should she do that for? You have 751,000. Fucking do it on your own.
Right.
But no, you sat there and you fucking doubled down. You fucking 4'12" midget. You fucking piece of shit.
Hey, man,
you and your brother. You and your brother. I don't know if like you guys sleep like head to toe so you can suck each other off while you sleep and you use that as your binkies.
Probably.
You two are garbage.
Yeah.
You two are the biggest pieces of shit on the internet.
That's
saying a lot.
And I mean, but it's like we know that they have to be like the paid shills because we know. I don't know if people want to point me to them, but I mean, there's certain ones probably on social media and shit, but certain paid shills for the Republican side, I'd like to know who they are. But there's definitely a lot for the Democrats, like that Harry guy and that other young dude, those fucking douchebags. Who else? A lot of the Twitter gang, like that Brooklyn dad guy, that JoJo bitch. I mean, yeah, we just know that there's a lot of these fucking paid shills. So that's like the main thing is whenever it keeps coming to people that hardcore pushes government shit, there's reasons, and it ain't because they believe it.
You mean this fucking Twitter magic pictures?
Oh yeah, this
is your weight going up on the scale, fat ass? Any man who thinks it's okay to fat shame a woman isn't a man at all. Huh? And then here's where is it? I was looking for the other one that she put up because the other one's fucking hilarious. There he goes. I should just remove it. I keep on. I would eat rancid durian left in a hot car for 12 days while listening to Josh Groban sing Christmas songs before I would take some bullshit Trump vaccine.
Soon after.
If you wouldn't let a plumber and a yoga instructor handle your appendectomy, why would you get your infectious disease advice from a psycho politician or a
Exactly.
On Twitter. Chill to say this on Twitter. And then you know what? Joe Biden's doing a great job. He's inviting TikTokers to come into the White House and allowing them to express how kids should get their vaccines.
Yeah. And everything cut off.
And that's another one. That fucking at the White House. They were just sitting there showing their tits.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up. Man, it's ignorant. It's ignorant as fuck. That's the word. It's the stupidest way to get your fucking point across. You just look like a fucking jackass. Like nobody cares about your fucking whatever. Like it's stupid. It just doesn't make any sense.
This headline cracked me up. This is how stupid we are. Veteran biology professor who has been teaching that sex is determined by XY chromosomes for 20 years is fired after 4 students walk out of his classroom in Texas.
We've officially lost reality, people. Let's just start turning it. Just start drinking a lot. Just start drinking a lot. Reality's gone. I don't know who the simulation writer is, but well played. Well played. Because we're all fucked up. Everything's fucked up now. It's
20 years the dude's been teaching XX and XY chromosomes. 4 kids walk out after 20 years. Fired.
Right. Fired.
I mean,
because of a disagreement over reality. That's why.
I mean, this
this one, yeah. No, don't jump.
Don't. You got this. Thank you.
He's got this. Out of here.
Let me help you with that. Let me help you with that, sweetheart.
That was hilarious.
We're just common sense has just gone out the door. And the fucked up part about this is these young kids who are all into this are going to grow up and become CEOs and CFOs and heads of departments and all this stuff and managers. And they're going to take over, and then they're just going to be like, "Well, if you don't agree with it, you don't agree."
Right.
Or whatever.
Well, you're going to be at the next NASA job, and they're going to be like, as they're interviewing him, so how many studies do you have? And he's going to name them all off, all these college degrees, whatever else. He's like, and I feel like I'm pretty perfect for this job. And then the interviewer is like, yes, but are you gay? Like that's what it comes down to from now on. That's all. Like, yes,
and I see you have all your arms, your legs, and your fingers and toes.
Yeah.
You don't. Is there anything missing?
Right.
No.
See, and that's the thing. Well, people don't seem to well, here's the thing. People don't seem to understand that all this stuff that's going on with this culture war shit, with all of that. I mean, a lot of us do, obviously, but it's like it needs to keep getting reiterated that all this stuff that we don't find it productive to society. It's just not. It has nothing to do with anything. When when what you're trying to do is represented by not only corporations but a government, you are in fact not the resistance. You are just being used, and that's all they're doing is using your culture movement or what you're wanting to do with you, but then against you. It's gonna be that way. It always is. It's just like at the end of the month, every time they show a corporation, like the Black History Month with Robert Downey Jr. at the end, and he's like, "Wake up!" and he fucking rips out his fucking the from Tropic Thunder. He rips out the fucking eye contacts and like the fucking hair, and he's all blonde and shit again. It's like, yeah, that's how it goes, man. Like you guys just keep falling for it. You these companies don't give a fuck about you that are doing this fucking the pride stuff, whatever else. They're not trying to do it for you. No. It ain't for none of you.
No, how many like it's how many of them now have gay kids? You know, oh, my kid is gay, my kid is this, my kid is trans. All of a sudden, I think somebody said it was a 400% spike in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's trend. It's a trend, baby. Sex sells. I'm sorry, but that's all it is mainly. It's just a fucking trendy ass thing. And people are going to say, some will agree and some are going to say, yeah, it is, but maybe then eventually they fall into whatever else. But that's what it is. It's a fucking trend. And that's why we get so scared about the trend and them talking to kids about it, because kids obsess and they go along with trends and then they ruin their fucking life because people let them do it.
Dude, if I heard someone in real life tell me that puberty blockers, long-term puberty blockers are reversible, I think I'm going to punch them in the face.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably going to punch them in the face because all these fucking keyboard warriors keep saying it. And it's like, do you understand? Once again, we do not give antidepressants to someone who's not depressed. Right. We don't give puberty blockers to people who, and then gender affirming care, you know, they don't go through, they don't get anything. They don't do anything. Do you give them puberty blockers? Well, yeah. When? Well, after a couple years of therapy. So when do you start the puberty blockers? Oh, at 9.
Right. And here's the other thing too. It's like, no, you're not going through therapy. You're going through, yes, I'm going to agree with your reality now.
Affirmative
gender affirming therapy. That's fucking bullshit. That is not therapy.
No. Therapy is when you work your shit out. Therapy is when you go in there and you realize, hey, you have an epiphany that, you know, maybe this was this. You don't go in there and they go, no, yeah, you're a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you have a ding dong, but you're a girl. And I don't think you should have that ding dong. And it's scary, man. But you know what? They don't want to have kids. Like I feel bad. I feel bad for these kids because they don't know what they're doing, and the parents should go to jail.
Well, what was that? That little bit of group, that protest or whatever that just happened, that we're here, we're queer, and we're coming for your kids, that were yelling it in the street. I'm sorry, but if I was there, I would have committed a hate crime, because I would have been beating motherfuckers' ass for shit like that, or at least letting them know, you're not going to be fucking saying that around me, because you're not doing that goofy shit around me. You can fucking suck one. It ain't going to be mine.
Here's for everybody who's saying that this doesn't happen in schools.
One of the things I think our Transforming School does really well is our senior transition plans. We work with our seniors to give them resources, access to medical care, especially once they're 18, if they would like to go into medical transition, as well as clothing and gender support plans that they can bring to their employers or new school so that they can continue their transition smoothly. I think it's really cool. We should do this at more schools. Huge shout out to Pack Animal out of Canada. They have provided our school district with over $3,000 worth of binders so that our students are able to come as they are to school and be their most authentic self. It's pretty awesome.
That's a teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them cut off their D's and when they want to.
As long as it ain't kids.
Yeah.
No, I will never agree to if it's anybody under 18 doing that. No, I can never agree to that. It's horrific and it's fucking fucked up.
I don't care if your boy wants to dress in a fucking dress and wear long hair. Don't care. When you give your kids drugs to self-castrate themselves, or stop them from actually growing, because when you're in puberty, the whole thing about puberty blockers is to stop you from going to puberty. If your body doesn't go through puberty, your body has no fucking idea what puberty is.
Right, and so you don't grow properly, at all.
No, And your balls don't drop. They don't just go, hey, guys, I think we could drop now. We're not on that stuff anymore. No.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. And when they turn 18, do what the fuck you want. Yeah. And that's what we keep saying. And I still don't get the disconnect. And I've been seeing that still somewhat with Spike, with him going in on things. And whenever people just argue, just leave the kids alone. And man, I feel like I don't know what battle he's trying to fight, but he's not doing well as far as like looks, because when man, like I don't want to talk about it because he ain't here, but it's like whenever he says, "Oh, you all just hate gay people," it's like, where did that come from? Out of leave the kids alone.
I'm going to try to stream this. Hopefully, you don't get in trouble, because I can't just stream.
Yeah,
I can't just stream the audio. But let me see. Wait, let me.
Does it show anybody naked?
I don't know.
Because if it does, then we probably shouldn't. But
wait, hold on. It does. It shows pasties.
Oh, whatever. Go ahead.
It shows pasties. All right. Yeah, we're good. There was some of them that showed. Okay. How cute! Look at the mustache on that girl.
Yeah. If Monday was a person. Yeah, that's cool, right? Yeah. Oh, it was funny. It was a joke. And then whenever I hit you in the face with a fucking baseball bat, oh, it was funny. It was a joke. I have to tell you.
It's a joke. I was just kidding. I was kidding.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well,
that shit pisses me off.
Here's another piece of shit. Nope. Here's another piece of shit that needs to be fucking just taken off the air. Say that nicely.
Oh, this fucking guy.
We all think, hey, we're decent people. We do our best to be nice, be good humans. But it's important to be critical about how we're interacting with things. This is why I think these kinds of statements are fucked up. They should leave the children alone. That's the real issue. There's a context there that is implying that they are coming for children.
Think that will corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked.
Part of an agenda.
Funny, just this once, you're correct.
Narrative does. It's like
we'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. But when you'll be disgusted when they start finding things online that you kept far.
To be fair, they're talking about. Technically, they're talking about in this indoctrinating your kids because they're telling them they're gonna show them things online and let them know that bigotry and hatred towards trans people is not good, and they're trying to. But,
and by the way, somebody looked into all the members of that group, and at least 4 of them had charges on them for sexual assault or pedophilia. So there's that too.
We all think, hey, we're decent.
If our agenda. We'll convert your children.
I mean, read the words that H3 is saying also, because he's talking about like they're not doing this.
But when you'll be disgusted when they start finding things online that you kept far from their sight, we're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
If you read it, he's like, they're not coming to the gay people and the trans, they're not coming to. Meanwhile,
a fucking choir singing about it, and there's a protest with people marching saying literally that.
Just like when whatchamacallit, when they were talking about defund the police or reallocating police, budgets. Oh, we never said defund the police. Oh no, we were just talking about reallocation. Oh, we're not talking about grooming your kids. Bullshit.
Yeah, the whole thing. Well, again, it's like whenever it comes to that, they're like, "We're not grooming your kids. We're trying to teach them tolerance and acceptance, inclusion." How about nobody's teaching them not to? Why do you have to teach them about weird, crazy shit when they're young? None of them still seem to ever answer that question fully. None of them.
Here's an idea that I was discussing with people, and they told me I was stupid. I said, why are we teaching kids this stuff in elementary school, middle school? Why don't first you send out a thing like they used to and say, hey, we're going to talk about this. And if your parents don't want you to talk about it, then they don't have to let the teachers talk about it. Mm-hmm. And then how about if there's a kid in the class that's wearing a dress and it's a boy and he looks effeminate, how about you pull that kid aside who's teasing him and say, hey, stop being a dick. That is another person. Okay. You don't have to be discouraging to them. You can nicely talk to that person and treat that person. It's a human, instead of you have to be accepting of that person. She use her proper pronouns.
Yeah.
It's like, teach the kids not to be a dick.
Right. Well, then your mentality is same as mine and most of us that are like in this sort of thinking that whenever you tell me I have to do something, oh bitch, I'm gonna go hard in the paint and not accepting that.
Just like the kid who drew the Jewish teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'm sorry, Jew.
Oh shit.
Like, but kids are dicks, and the more you tell them not to do something, come on.
Yeah.
How many times you tell your kids not to do something, they're gonna fucking do it anyway.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, watch me. Don't climb on that. Don't climb on that.
How about I'm gonna do that squared to the second power? I'm gonna get intense on it.
Yeah. So just teach the kid not to be like. Are they going after kids who fat shame like that too? No, Dad, he's not fat. He identifies as a slender person. Call him skinny and slim. No,
no.
It's just if a boy wants to be called she, then it's shoved down their throats. Like, once again, as a human being, if you talk to me nicely about it and have a conversation with me, we're cool. Once you start screaming in my face and trying to be violent, I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yep.
It's not gonna happen. Once you start yelling and screaming, your argument has been thrown out the fucking window.
But like right at the beginning, like usually at the beginning of an argument, or a debate or anything, if I start hearing somebody use the words like "you need to get educated on," I'm already out of it. Like, because I already know that you're going to be a condescending cunt. I don't tell people. I just tell people get fucked, or I want to find out what it is. That's about it. Because then from there, I can talk to anybody about anything. I've talked to socialists about socialism. It's not that I agree with it, but I like to understand it. And I mean, there's ways that it sounds nice, but you'll never get around it. But like the whole thing is once somebody starts getting condescending or has to go in a different direction, it's like they already lost the argument.
Yeah. I mean, once again, we're not trying to give this to kids. This is a book for, where is it? Where does it say it? Grade levels 8 through 12, reading age 14 to 17.
Yeah.
This book is gay.
I mean, probably high schoolers. I can see that, but it's just, if they want to. But really, or if you could buy it, that's fine. But if it's not in the schools,
it doesn't need to be. Yeah, it doesn't need to be in the schools.
No, not at all.
If you want to tell the kids, hey, maybe. I mean,
yeah.
Why does Amazon want kids to learn how to use a knife? Yeah, that's what that book is about too. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, you can see it.
What does it say?
It says, why does Amazon want kids 14 to 17 to learn how to use an adult anonymous sex apps?
Yeah.
That's it.
No.
This best-selling young nonfiction book on sexuality and gender. candid, funny, on such an exploration of sexual and what it to grow up in LG includes stories from people across the gender spectrum. No mention hilarious no, not to mention hilarious illustrations.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's just fucking drawn out porn. That's all it's gonna be. We've already seen some of those books that, like, they're saying DeSantis is banning books. No, what he's doing is keeping fucking sexual pornographic shit out of kids' eyes and hands.
Out of the school.
Yeah,
that's all he said. Out of the school.
Yeah, and
meanwhile,
that's it. You can go buy the motherfucker. Yeah, go ahead, but not in the school.
And meanwhile, in California, you're not allowed to read. They banned fucking To Kill a Mockingbird.
Right.
It's just stupidity after stupidity after stupidity.
Right. Yep. But yeah, I think that's about it. Unless we got anything else to talk about.
That's a Tuesday, folks.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday Blues Day, and yeah, we didn't have Mama J. I don't think she'll be here tomorrow either, is she?
No. We can have a special guest tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down.
He texted me just a little while ago, Mr. Aaron.
Oh, all right, yeah, bring him on. Hell yeah.
Maybe we'll get that story. He told.
The fucking little Mexican dude and the iguana or the fucking lizard.
I don't want to ruin it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's such a great story.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Dude, had to wait till we got off the air to tell this story, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta give you guys something to come back to." It's like, "Fuck, yeah." Let me. He's in.
Yeah, anyone who didn't catch the episode before, Aaron from I Have to Say It podcast came on before, and he's a great storyteller. Has a lot of good stories. Really good podcast too. It's very laid back. He's very even keeled about things. He's a good talker, and he has that awesome, very good voice for the stuff for a lot of this stuff. So yeah, check him out. I Had to Say It podcast. Very good.
He is the living embodiment of the movie Waiting.
Right.
The Batwing bitch.
He's a vanilla gorilla too, big dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But yeah, well, thank you for joining us. Remember to hit that subscribe button. WD-40. Where's the WD-40? Oh, there. Yeah. Just in case the government decides to break in my door, at least I have some lubricant.
Right.
Yeah, but you can find me, MW Troublemaker, on Twitter and Business Party Network, Instagram, Business Party Network on Twitter, and Midwest Troublemaker on TikTok. I'm starting to do more lives on there and just argue with people because it's fun. It's fucking fun. People are just so stupid on there and they get so angry about nothing. It's like, did you read this? I was like, dude, do you understand? You're arguing with some idiot online and you're getting mad because the person is, telling you that you're wrong. And you're telling them that they're wrong.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You're going somewhere with this, right?
Yeah, to go to the bathroom to use his tears as lube.
Right. To the grave, or at least by killing herself with stress. But yeah, you check me out at Scott_Craiglow on TikTok, Instagram, Business Party Podcast on Instagram, Biz Party Podcast, Twitter. And yeah, beyond that, check us out tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's about it. And beyond that, fuck the moon. We're going to
Uranus.
Woo! Hope you all have a good fucking night and love y'all.
We'll see you tomorrow.